Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, all right, who taught me this truth, who rule well. This is Naaman. And ran across this story, and this is really sad. This is from Reuters. And it says, as lockdown hurts, desperate Venezuelans turn to cow blood soup. Cow blood soup. Think about that. You're so desperate for food. And we've been warning people, all right, famine is coming. And this is just a look into what's coming this way, in the not too distant future. All right, it says San Cristobal, Caracas. It says since Venezuela went into its coronavirus lockdown, dozens of needy people have been lining up at a slaughterhouse in the western town of San Cristobal to pick up the only protein they can find for free: cattle blood. Mechanic Alier Romero, 20, goes twice a week. He lost his job at a local garage and says boxes of subsidized food from the government of President Nicolas Maduro arrive too slowly. I have to find food however I can, said Romero, holding a coffee thermos dripping with blood the slaughterhouse gives away. Damn. He said, though cow's blood is a traditional ingredient for pichon, I guess that's pronounced, soup, all right, in the Venezuelan Andes and neighboring Colombia, more people have been seeking it out since the COVID-19 crisis. A thermos filled with cow's blood. In a proudly carnivorous nation, few are happy about eating more blood instead of meat, a kilo of which cost about 2 times the monthly minimum wage. Wow, where have we heard that? Let's go to the scriptures real quick. Wow. See, when we say these scriptures are jumping off the pages, all right, live and in living color, all right, that's exactly what we mean. Whoops. Let's see. This is 2 Kings 6. I'm going to start at 26. Actually, 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria. And behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the 4th part of a calf of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Most High Yahweh do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the wine press? All right. And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. Now that's desperation. All right. And this is they're just a step from this, because now they're eating, or drinking rather, cow's blood. Seems like the next logical progressive step is go to cannibalism. All right. Verse 29 says, So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her the next day, Give thy son that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son. And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes. And he passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh. All right, that's how low that they sunk. All right, and it grieved him to the point where he rent his garment. All right, let's go back to the article. See, as it goes into in 2nd Ezra's 15th chapter, 16th chapter, in the 15th chapter, where it talks about because of pride, all right, these things, that's one of the sins. These things are coming upon us. And who's more proud than America? All right. You know already that they're slaughtering the cattle here. This makes no sense. You have people that we're 7 weeks in? They've lost their jobs and everything. You've got food lines that have been established. All right. And you want to cull the livestock in this country, bury crops, and you want to import stuff from other. This makes absolutely, when you talk about common sense, this is just wicked. All right. This is just wicked. Let's see. It says I already said that. It says increased consumption of cattle blood is, like stripped mango trees, a striking symbol of hunger, as Venezuela's economy, already suffering 6 years of hyperinflationary implosion, has been nearly shuttered in response to the pandemic. All right, so for time's sake, I'm just going to post this. You can read it. I'm going to get some more scriptures because these are Israelites, and it is against laws and customs to drink the blood because of what? Let's get the scriptures. Let's go to Leviticus. Let's see, 17. I think I started. Let's see, 10. And this is Leviticus chapter 17, verse 10. It says, "And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers," that's Israelite foreigners. All right, don't get it twisted. These were Israelites that were outside of Jerusalem. They were, scattered to different countries. All right, but they were not. They more or less forgot who they were. All right, and they were considered heathens. All right, it says, "That sojourn among you that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people." 11, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul." All right. Let's get another one on that. Let's see. Let's get Deuteronomy 12. And let's see. 23. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 23. "Only be sure that thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life, and thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh." All right. All right. That's that. So there you go. Let's see. I want to get some comments before I shut it down. Not very much there. I was thinking of something else. It says, wow. It says the government in 2016 began distributing food directly to millions of Venezuelans in what authorities said would prevent merchants from overcharging for food. It says critics call it a social control mechanism that allows the government to limit dissidents and protests. At the San Cristobal Municipal Slaughterhouse, 30 to 40 people arrive every day to request cattle blood. According to one employee who recalled that blood will be thrown away back in more prosperous times. "We're going hungry," all right, said Bodillo Chacon, 46, a construction worker left unemployed by the quarantine measures as he waited to collect blood at the slaughterhouse. "We are 4 brothers and a 10-year-old boy, and we're all surviving on blood." Damn shame. See, these Edomites, these so-called white people, yeah, they have a hell of a lot to pay for, and they will pay. You can rest assured of that, all right, because it's prophesied that they will, all right? That's all I need to know. And we're seeing it. They're falling. All right. Right now, what they're doing here, they got everybody preoccupied over this coronavirus crap. All right. Everybody's scared out of their minds. Meanwhile, they're trying to maintain and they're trying to do away with the current money system. All right. And devise something else. In other words, they're going digital. And what goes along with that, all right, you got to have this 5G set up in order for it to work the way they want it to work. All right, see, they're behind schedule. So yeah, this reeks of desperation. It really does. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna stop it right here. Once again, the article is from Reuters. It says, as lockdown hurts, desperate Venezuelans turn to cow blood soup. Wow. You know. And like I say, you can see where we're headed here. And these spoiled Americans, oh man, it's like I say, it's going to get real. All right, so with that, I hope whoever sees this is edified. And once again, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors once again to the apostles, great millstone, who rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and byways, teaching this truth, all honesty and sincerity, while trying to wake up the remaining, hopefully elect. All right, so with that, Shalom, Akim.